Question number 161. Part of nephron where maximum reabsorption of nutrients occur is lined by, and the options are brush-bordered columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, brush-bordered cuboidal epithelium, and squamous epithelium. And the correct answer to this question is option number 3, brush-bordered cuboidal epithelium, because the part of nephron where maximum reabsorption of nutrients occurs is proximal convoluted tubule. Convoluted tubule or PCT, and it is lined by brush-bordered cuboidal epithelium. Let's discuss rest of the options. The very first option given is brush-bordered columnar epithelium, and this is an incorrect option. It lines intestine. The next option is ciliated epithelium, and this is an incorrect option. Ciliated epithelium is found in bronchioles as well as in fallopian tube. And the last option is squamous epithelium, and this is an incorrect option. Squamous epithelium is present in walls of blood vessels. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 162. Select the option having correct set of sensory type of cranial nerves only. So we have to select only the set of sensory type of cranial nerves. And the options are, the very first option given is 4th, 10th and 11th. And this is an incorrect option. As you can see here, 4th or trochlear nerve is motor, whereas 10th vagus nerve is both sensory and motor, and 11th cranial nerve, that is spinal accessory nerve, is motor. They are not sensory in nature. The next option is 1, 2 and 8, and as it is a correct set of sensory type of cranial nerves, so this is a correct answer to our question. As you can see here, olfactory and optic are sensory, and vestibular cochlear, 8th cranial nerve, is also sensory. The next option is 3rd, 11th and 12th cranial nerves, and this is an incorrect option because 3rd cranial nerve is motor, whereas 11th and 12th cranial nerves, they are also motor. So all these 3 cranial nerves are motor type of cranial nerves. The last option is 5th, 7th and 9th, and this is an incorrect option because 5th cranial nerve is mixed type, 7th cranial nerve is mixed type, and 9th cranial nerve is also mixed type. So all these 3 cranial nerves are mixed type. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 163. How many among the disorders given in the box are caused by hyposecretion of a hormone? And the disorders are acromegaly, Addison's disease, cretinism, diabetes insipidus, Cushing's syndrome, myxedema and Conn's syndrome. The very first disorder, acromegaly, is incorrect because acromegaly is caused due to hypersecretion of growth hormone after puberty. The next option, Addison's disease, is a correct option because Addison's disease is caused due to hyposecretion of glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. The next option, cretinism, is also correct because cretinism is caused due to hyposecretion of thyroxine hormone. The next option, diabetes insipidus, is also correct because diabetes insipidus due to hyposecretion of antidiuretic hormone or deficiency of vasopressin. The next option is Cushing syndrome, and this is an incorrect option because Cushing syndrome is caused due to hypersecretion of cortisol hormone. The next option is myxedema, and this is a correct option because myxedema is also caused due to hypersecretion of thyroxine hormone. And the last option is Cone syndrome, and this is an incorrect option because Cone syndrome is caused due to hypersecretion of aldosterone. So how many among the given options? 1, 2, 3 and 4 are the disorders which are caused by hyposecretion of hormones. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1, 4. Addison's disease, cretinism, myxedema and diabetes insipidus are the disorders which are caused by hyposecretion of hormones. So the correct answer is option number 1. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 164. What will happen when a threshold stimulus is applied at a particular site in neuron? And the very first option is the axonal membrane gets depolarized altogether. And as it is an incorrect statement, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. As you can see here, when a threshold stimulus is applied on a particular segment of axon, then it becomes depolarized due to change in permeability of membrane. And this change in permeability of axonal membrane leads to influx of sodium ions to exoplasm from extracellular fluid. So the very first option, entire axonal membrane gets depolarized altogether, is an incorrect option. It is depolarized at the site where threshold stimulus is received, and then the impulse is conducted through an axon. The next option is axonal membrane becomes more permeable to sodium ions. Yes, leading to efflux of sodium ions to ECF, and this is an incorrect statement because this will lead to influx of sodium ions to exoplasm from extracellular fluid. The next statement is polarity of entire neurolema gets reversed at a time, and this is also an incorrect statement. As we have just discussed, the polarity is reversed only at the site where threshold stimulus is received or applied. The last statement given is reversal of charge occurs only at site where stimulus is applied, and as it is a correct statement, so this is a correct answer to our question because reversal of charge occurs only at a site where threshold stimulus is applied. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 165. Digestion of carbohydrates begins in A and ends in B. Select the option which fill the blanks correctly. And the very first option given is stomach and small intestine. And this is an incorrect option because digestion of carbohydrates begins in buccal cavity or oral cavity by the action of enzyme salivary amylase, and ends in small intestine by the action of enzymes present in succus, entericus, such as disaccharidases. So the next option, duodenum and jejunum, is also an incorrect option. The next option is buccal cavity and small intestine is a correct option and is a correct answer to our question. And the last option, buccal cavity and stomach, is an incorrect option because the digestion of carbohydrates ends in small intestine and not in stomach. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question.